everybody and welcome to another episode of Dakthus D&D, Heroes of Nevertale. My name is Gianni Plaza and I'll be the DM.
And here I am, Charles Rosa, playing as Revan Endor.
So guys, this is a very special episode. I'll be calling this one Session 2.5 because we will be entering in kind of like a prequel from where we last left off, or an in-between in which the characters were what they were doing in Session 2. Revan will also be doing this meanwhile. They were doing that, so this is why you're seeing this episode as 2.5. So, let us begin.
It happens alongside last week's episode, right?
That's right. You are basically doing this at the same time the other guys were delving inside the Great Cavern. So, let us begin, shall we?
Let us begin indeed.
So, as you guys were riding the carriage, you guys arrived in front of the Great Cavern to call out to the distress of the Elder of the Silverbow Woods. But as everyone got off the carriage, Baxter and Silvermoon and Valentine awaited for you to enter with them to the cavern, but you basically told them you weren't gonna enter. You preferred to keep guard outside, and they believed you, they trusted you, and they went inside. But Revan, as the carriage rides with you once more alone in the back, you remember Lord Ash's words when she took you to the side just before you guys left the Citadel. She told you, Endor, there's a reason why I'm sending you there with Richard's son. Not only does the boy's father ask me to begin training him before he left, but also there's something else going further northeast of the Silvervale Woods. I need you to do as follows. After you arrive at Silvervale, you'll be received by the Elder, and he'll appoint you of one of his trusted men to you guys. This is also why I've allowed you to choose a council member. I commend you for choosing Valentine. I just hope her constant struggle with her own magic doesn't get in the way. After that, after the man appoints you to the cavern, I need you to stay outside and let them go in. Tell them you'll keep guard or something like that. You can figure it out. Then, Larry will take you to the northeast through the woods. There, by two arched trees marked by X's, you'll knock on the boulder 5 times. Revan, you'll be entering Skull's hideout, a powerful man in the underground, also a cocky bastard. His shady business is getting in my way, and I need him out. You catch my drift? I trust you'll know how to take care of him. Don't leave anything that could be traced back to Starwatch City nor me. You'll recognize this Skull man rather quickly. He always wears an elephant tusk on his head as his pride trophy, I guess. Here's a map of the hideout. One of my men has already done some recon and returned. Now I need you to do the dirty and clean out the mess. That's basically what she told you before this whole moment that you're now riding the carriage. She gave you a map, which I'm gonna be sending you, of the hideout you're heading to right now. So as you're riding the carriage, basically Larry turns around. Hey, I know I'm not supposed to be asking, but you know, between us, where am I taking you exactly? She just told me to go northeast by the 2 arched trees. That's it. What are you doing? What are you gonna do there? Are you supposed to be helping the others?
I have private matters to attend to.
Oh yes, private indeed. I shouldn't be asking. Just your carriage, your ride, basically. He keeps riding towards your destination, and once you arrive there, he leaves you in the front of the 2 arched trees that are marked by X's on the trunk of the trees, basically marked on red as if they were marked by animal or human blood. Could be any of them. You hop off the carriage, and Larry just drives off, and you're standing in front of the boulder. Let me just send you the image real quick. There you go, I sent it. You'll be entering by the stairs that you are seeing in the map, and you guys are also seeing the map. I'll be putting it on the screen right now. You'll be entering by those Ranger stairs to your upper left. So you stand in front of the boulder, and as Lord Ash instructed, you knock 5 times on it. You suddenly see, as if like a bunker, the ground shakes a bit, pushed upwards, and revealing some sort of secret entrance, pushing the boulder upwards. You see 2 men carrying that chunk of dirt up, receiving you as apart from the two men, one man dressed completely in brown clothes approaches you. He sees you now wearing a different clothing from what you have before. You have this armor that you use only on this specific missions. If you'd like to describe that armor.
See, this armor is basically complete dark with a mask and everything. Is moderate, I should say. It protects, but it is also pretty light for movement.
Excellent. So as one of the man with brown clothes, a mark of like a tribal marks on his cheeks to the side with paintings of black and red. He has long hair and a bow and arrow on his back. He receives you. Assassin, long time no see. And he extends his hand to you.
Long time no see, pal.
Well, actually, I shouldn't be saying see, as I've only heard about you. They called me Gutsy. The name's rather popular because I take their guts out. Come on, follow me inside. Skull's waiting for you. He'll be having a feast soon with all of the best men of the underground. He takes you inside. You guys go down the Hundred-Year stairs. And as you walk inside through this passage lit up by only torches on the walls to your right and left, this narrow passage made of cobblestone underground, almost 30 feet underground. You guys head on to the room that you see, the first room to your left on the map. That's the room he takes you right now, where you see a bunch of other men, almost 8 more men, sitting down by chairs scattered across the room, some sitting by a square table. A square table you see there on the back, and they're all waiting there. They're all dressed rather similar. Some are wielding great axes, some are wielding crossbows, swords. So they are all pretty different on what they use, but not really from what they're wearing. They all stare at you as you enter the room. They stay pretty silent, then they mind their own business and keep talking with each other. And the man on Gutsy on your right, he just basically bumps at you. You'll be staying here for a while. Skull isn't ready yet, and they're preparing basically the food by the kitchen, and once they're done, well, the feast shall begin. In the meantime, you can remain here, and you will be called once it's all done. Thank you for joining us, Assassin. It's always an honor.
Sure.
He just leaves the room and lets you inside that first room there. And you are free to do as you wish now. As he told you, they're preparing a feast by the kitchen, which you don't exactly know where that is, but you can be driven by the map. You can tell it's the furthest room. It appears to be the furthest room on your upper right, compared to all the other rooms. But that's it. That's all he told you. So you're now left to do whatever you desire. You can interact with whoever you desire, and you can do whatever you desire to carry on your mission.
Well, I first go to a bar or the kitchen just to take a drink.
Sure.
And to pass the time.
So as you go out this room, someone basically stops you by the side as you're gonna head out the door. He goes like, "Hey, hey, hey!" You turn around to meet his eyes. "Aren't you that famous assassin?" He asks you.
Indeed I am.
"Well, it's always a pleasure to meet some new man that actually pack a punch. Why are you leaving so early? Party's about to begin and Skull isn't even ready. So why not join us for a shot?" This man is the man with the great axe on his back.
Fine. I guess wouldn't hurt.
Alright. You approach him and you sit down by the table. He was the one sitting at the table with 2 men to his side. You sit in front of him on the table. So tell me, assassin, what a peculiar name you have for yourself. Why is that? Have you seen a lot of heads rolling?
That is a strange question to ask, friend.
Well, it is a strange name. I just want to know your history. Huh?
Well, I'm just a man who happens to take a certain kind of jobs. That's pretty much it.
You've given yourself quite the reputation, right? Actually, there's a reason why I brought you here to this table. Not only for fancy shot, but for also... He puts his hand on the table, his elbow, he drops it on the table, and he basically invites you with his gestures to do with him a arm wrestling match as he stares at you with a grin, malicious grin on his face. Why don't you give it a shot? You seem you can take it. Tells you, and the other guys on his back, they just laugh a bit.
Tempting, but I'd rather not waste my time with these games.
Waste your time. Are you scared? Is that it?
I'm not scared. I don't have the time for beings like you.
He takes his hand back. I guess it's all bark, no bite then. Alright, you can leave.
Oh, I'll leave.
You will leave, yeah?
Yeah, I'll leave.
Alright, you stand up, you leave, and they just keep laughing on the back. But then you finally actually exit the room, and they don't stop you nor say anything else to you. So you're heading down the narrow passage that you see on your map. Right, you're past right that first room. You basically take a right, ignoring the furthest room down below to your southern left. Keep going down the stairs. You enter the pillars there that you see on your map around the boxes. You see to your left this room, and as you stare at that room, to the stairs leading up to this circular room, you see that it looks to be some sort of arena, some sort of pit, where as you take a look, you see various men fighting inside that pit, and they're not having a friendly spar per se. There, you can see blood splattering around the pit, and you see even bodies that are to the sides or to the bottoms of this pit. So people there, when they fight to the death. So you decide to ignore a death match. That's right. You decide to ignore this room, or you're gonna take a peek. You can do as you wish. Continue to the kitchen. Where do you desire this?
I continue to the kitchen.
You continue to the kitchen. You actually have to walk past this arena, because if you walk straight ahead where you were walking, there seems to be some, not guards, but some bandits taking guard there. They're not allowing anyone through, because it appears that further on to your southern right, it's the throne of Skull where he might be sitting, as you see on your map. So you take a left and you go near this pit, but you ignore it and you take another right, and you actually reach the northern right rooms, where you see to your immediate right the kitchen. You see a bunch of men, even more bandits, working on the food, running around, trying to get everything ready on time, and you see one main bandit standing guard by the door, and he looks at you. What's your business here?
I just wanted to grab a drink.
Well, this is not the place for that. This is the kitchen, and we're working to get Skull's food ready on time. Keep walking to your right, and when you head to the bottom, you'll see a bar there. You can't miss it. It's the straight room right at the bottom. That's the one. They'll serve you some good drinks there while you wait.
Alright then.
You walk to his right, but it's your left, so you keep on walking upwards, and then you take another right, and you see the bar. A man standing there cleaning some cups. There's like only two people. Most of the bandits were in that first room where you were before. You only see like two men there, and a woman cleaning the cups, standing in front of all the drinks you can have on the bar. So you can approach her.
I approach.
Hello, how can I help you today?
Yeah, what drinks do you have?
Well, we have all of them, but Best and most favorable serve is the ale, the sweet ale. Skull's favorite also. She snaps her fingers.
Skull's favorite, huh? I'll take it.
She takes the bottle of ale, shakes it a bit. She takes the cup. She puts some sugar around the ring of the cup, and basically just grinds the cup against a bowl of sugar that she has. The sugar just sticks to the ring of the cup. Then she serves the ale, mixes it a bit, adds a few more things to it, and finishes it off with a little straw and throws it at you. Enjoy. So it slides across the board at the counter, and you take it. Hey, you're assassin, right?
Maybe. Who asks?
Well, me personally, Liza, if you want to know my name, I've been a big fan of you, or at least I've heard enough about you to know that you're actually quite a dangerous man. She keeps just working around the bar while she talks to you.
The perceptive type, huh?
Yeah, you could say that. So, it's not like you to join events like this, or at least that's what I've heard. What brings you here today?
You know, jobs.
Oh, jobs. So you're taking on a job. Is that it?
You can say that.
Alright. Well, I hope you have a nice... Just as she's about to say that, a man approaches her. This big, muscular man with some kind of hammer on his back. So he just approaches. He bangs on the counter. Hey! Serve me the best whiskey you have right now, woman! And he takes a seat on small seats that bar has. Oh, alright. Right up. And she goes away. He looks at you. You're kind of just glaring at him. What you staring at? Just yells at you. He looks forward once more.
What am I staring at?
Talking to me?
You, pal.
You're trying to pick a fight with me.
I don't think so.
Well, it certainly seems so. He stares at you up and down, and his hand is basically hovering on the hilt of his hammer. So you better watch that mouth of yours.
And what if I don't want to?
Are you gonna keep backtracking to me? And he stands up closer and he rears closer to you. And Lisa just goes like, hey, there's no need to start any fight. You shut up! He looks at you once more. Say that again, little prick.
I'm sorry, I think I forgot what I just said.
He basically takes his hammer out. He's about to swing at you. So I'm gonna try to get a hit on you. He gets a 9. So as he's about to swing at you, you dodge out of the way, and his hammer just bangs against the counter. He's basically stuck there trying to get it out. Come on, Tank, work! So he's stuck there right now, struggling to get it out. Wait till I get my hands on you! That's all he says.
I attack.
You will. Alright. So you, what will you attack with?
I use one of my daggers.
You throw yourself at him. So before you do that, let's roll for initiative. You will have these opportunity attack no matter what he gets, even if he gets higher than you. But let's just roll for initiative. He gets a. All right. Got it. So roll me a 1d20 and add your initiative.
On it. Done. 15.
15. All right. So you go first, even if he got higher. Not saying he got higher, but even if he did, you go first right now. So you launch yourself at him with your daggers. Is that correct?
Yes.
So you get to attack 2 times if you're holding both your daggers. So throw me 2d20s. Let's see if they hit.
Done.
Alright, my bad. I'm not even in the channel. Let me get to the channel. And there we go. So, alright.
16.
Both of them naturally hit. So throw me for your daggers. For the first one, it's gonna be... I don't know if you can see your damage your...
Damage, right?
Yeah, damage on your daggers, that's right. I just don't have it right now on the top of my head. 1d4 plus 3, that's right. So you roll that 2 times because you attack with both your daggers.
So it's 2d.
Yep. 2d4 plus 6 in this case, since you're adding both pluses.
6.
13. As you
13.
launch yourself against him, I'll ask you, do you want to finish him? Because his hit points were 11. Isn't very starting out as a bandit. So you finish him off with one swipe of both daggers, but how do you want to finish it? And do you want to finish him? Is it going to be lethal or non-lethal? How do you want to do it?
I do not kill him. I
Alright.
just stab him where it hurts and tell them next time I will not be so forgiving.
Alright, as you launch yourself at him, he winces, but then you basically shift at... He first thought you were gonna go for his throat, and then you shift downwards and clang, stab both your daggers to his knees, to his thighs, and he just yelps as he falls to the ground, leaving his hammer still stuck on the counter, the broke he tore. He just falls to the floor. You take the daggers out, leaving him bleeding there, and you tell him that. He just grunts in pain, and you sit down once more and take another sip of your ale. And Lissa just, she's in pretty shocked, but she just keeps doing her own thing. So you're done with your ale. What do you want to do now? The other bandits, by the way, they just ignore this whole thing. They don't want to mess with whatever's going on here, so they just keep doing what they're doing.
I think I'll wait till the feast.
So you basically stay there then, and you just take another ale, but a minor serving as to not get drunk before this whole thing happens. And you hear a man enter the room. They already took this guy out, by the way. They took him out, and you just see like the blood that he left there. He's not there anymore. So another man enters the room, and he calls all of you. The feast is ready. Please follow me. Lisa nods at you. Go now. And all of the other men that were in the room and you leave, following this man. So essentially, you walk all the way back, but instead of making it to the pit, you walk straight down. If you see on your map, there's a room that appears to have a throne. There, where that room is, there's also 2 tables, as you see on your map. There you see about 10 men that were before in that room, 3 more men that were on the pit, and the 2 men that were in the bar with you. So they're all sitting down by these tables, these long wooden tables. Their plates served with pork, steamed pork, and the best wine. And on the throne, they have a spot for you. They just take you there and you sit down. Right in front of you actually stands the man that had invited you before to the arm wrestling match. And to your side you have Gutsy, the one that received you at the entrance with the bow and arrow. You can see straight ahead, standing on his throne with a man to his right and a woman to his left, with a helmet that leads to tusks on his head, clothes of leather, studded leather, and with markings of gold, laughing there, holding a cup of ale, sweet ale, and a whole turkey leg on his hand. You see skull with a wound on his eye, a battle scar basically. He's just laughing like he takes a bite from his turkey leg. Everyone feast! Feast, for we are the essence of Shien! And he takes another bite, and everyone just yells in glee, and they start eating. Gutsy to your side. Hey, that thing's gonna get cold, you better start eating too. So they're all...
For now.
So you're all feasting, well, not everyone, but what it seems, it's an ambience of fun mixed with stares of hatred among some of the bandits, like if they were divided in gangs. Some are just plain being crazy on their tables. Although, in front of you, the man that had challenged you before stares at you, and you're peacefully eating your food, your steamed pork and your wine. He just stares at you. Hey. He bangs on the table near you. You gonna take me on that offer that we had before? There's still time.
Unlikely. No, I don't think so.
Can anyone hear that? The assassin turning down an arm wrestling match. And everyone just basically stop what they're doing. They stare at you. Come on, don't be shy. And he stares at you one more. This time just yelling for the whole room.
No.
He just like in shock just yelps a bit and he just shifts his body a bit back. He reclines. And Skull, oh no! I actually want to see that. He points at you from his throne. Come on, assassin. Why don't you take on that match? You're my special guest here, aren't you?
Apparently.
Then indulge me.
Alright then, let's do it.
I bet you're gonna have loads of fun. And he puts his hand on the table once more. Put your hand and you get prepared. And I need you to roll me a... sorry, let me just look real quick over here. I need you to roll me an athletics check. This is a contest, so he will roll for athletics too.
Athletics.
You see his athletics. Oh god.
It's a 1d20, right?
That's 1d20, that's right. You add your athletics. So he gets, I'll tell you this one because it's just to have a fair match. I'll tell you as I roll before he will roll first. He gets a 10. So he gets a 10.
Okay, so... Alright. My turn.
Your turn. Roll the dice.
Done. 17.
17. So as he's pushing, you basically start pushing and you start taking his hand against the table. So you're halfway there. Roll me again.
Same move?
Same move. He got a 13. So as you're pushing, trying to get it closer, you got a 12. As you're pushing, you're trying to get him closer to the table. He pushes you back and you're back on phase 1 there, right in the middle, both of you. So once more. Got a 6. My boy. You got an 8, so you take him back close to the table and he's like, oh, I'm gonna get you now. Roll again. He gets a 14. And you get a 19. You push him all the way as he tries to get you back up, but then you stare at him, stare back at the hand, and you bang it against the table as you're done. Cracking the wood of the table basically as you push it with all your force down. He's like, oh! And he takes it back and starts playing, swinging his hand in a little bit of pain from the bang on the table. Not bad, I'll tell you that. You really hold up to your name. Starts rubbing his hand. I'll give you this one. Everyone starts cheering for you. And you seem to have catch the Skull's attention. Hey you! He talks at you. Skull from his throne basically reclined, his cheek on the fist of his right hand. Yeah, I'm talking to you, assassin.
Alright.
You're quite the interesting fella. Why don't you take me? And everyone just stares at him, a bit worried and gasps. The female to his left approaches him. Throw me a perception, see if you can catch on what she's whispering at him. Oh Jesus,
20.
you definitely hear that. You hear as she reclines, you basically start reading her lips as she says, "Are you sure about this? You've taken on enough fights today. You're not..." And he just looks back at her. This woman. He stares back at you take me one-on-one on the pit. You seem like kind of the fightful fella, huh? Let's go. I'm feeling generous today. And everyone just starts, well, alright, come on, assassin base school. And everyone just starts chanting for you to do it. Don't be shy now.
I accept.
That's what I wanted to hear. He stands up. You see that he's a little bit taller than he appears to be, almost 7 foot tall. And he just stands up and he starts walking closer to you with each step, making the floor a bang on the floor, making a loud bang. And he finally approaches, gets closer to you, face to face. I want you to give me the best match out there, huh? I want to see blood on the floor. Most likely it will be yours. But let's see. He takes it.
We shall see indeed.
He kind of just separates himself from you, chuckles and cackles a bit, and walks away towards the pit. As everyone stands up and goes there, Gutsy remains at your side. I'll tell you this. He basically turns around to face you. Look, you're kind of the befitting guy, and I'm starting to take a liking at you, assassin. I'll tell you this. That man, Skull, doesn't play fair.
I'll keep that in mind.
Nobody told you that, alright? I'll see you out there. He just walks away towards the pit. So, now you will walk towards the pit. You can do anything beforehand. They're waiting for you, but you can do whatever you want before you get there. Or you will go straight there.
I go straight there.
Alright. So you go straight there to the pit. You see a lot of people on the rangers above the pit just chanting Skull's name, some chanting your name, but seems that the Skull's chanting is overcrowding your chant. So as you step near the pit, a man guides you, and a woman, man and a woman, the woman that was there before and the man that was there before, they guide you down below the entrance of the actual pit. This door is made of stone, ascend slowly upwards, and the woman just approaches you. Hey, hear me out. She gets closer to you. Whatever happens out there, do not kill the man. I'll be sure to give you a good reward if you just, knock him unconscious. I don't want my husband to falter in battle. He's pretty weak from past battles, so it should be an easy task.
No promises. But if I do spare him, promise me he will never see the light of day again.
He will never see the light of day again? What are you talking about?
It's either his life or his absence.
I'll make sure that he stops whatever business, anything in particular that you want him to stray away from. I'll make sure that that happens.
Alright.
And you walk inside this arena. The floor completely made with, completely filled with sand, and step as you see him go through just in front of you, almost 50 feet away from you. He just rushes in the arena from his side, from his door, swinging his scimitar on the air, and basically swinging his hand upwards as to indicate the crowd to chant even louder for his name, and everyone just Skull, Skull, Skull. And he's, yeah, louder, louder. And he stares at you. Come on, pity boy, show me what you got. Roll me for initiative as this match begins. You're standing right about 40 feet from him. You're gonna have to either get close or attack from the distance. Do this however you like. So I already thrown for his initiative. 11, alright. So he goes first. He got a 15. He rushes towards you, but as you guys are 40 feet from each other, and he has not enough reach to get at you. He only approaches you by 40 feet, by 30 feet, sorry, which leaves you guys at 10 feet distant. And he just taunts you. He stares in front of you, taunts you like, "Come on, get closer!" And swinging his scimitar near you. So it's your turn.
My orb?
Yeah, your orb doesn't have any range limitations, so you can use that to cast the spell.
I use my orb then.
So you suddenly from your pocket, as you see him get closer, you will just stand there firmly. You take out that orb, you face it forward, and you basically yell out "Blaze" as this flame starts forming, this ember inside the orb, and just it's expelled out towards Skull. I need you to roll me for to hit. See if it hits. It's by the way, you're not proficient still with this orb, so it's just a +1. So it's 1d20 plus 1.
13.
13 does hit. Exactly. Just does hit there. So you launch it against him, and this ember just blasts against his chest. His studded leather armor pierces on it and breaks a bit of it. Metal pieces fall on the floor. I need you to roll me for damage, which is 1d10 plus 1 damage. Oh, that's
11.
straight at 10. So you get 11 straight on as his he starts basically, the ember starts burning through his clothing, that his linen shirt that is inside, that is behind his studded leather armor. He's like, he starts patting on it as he gets the flames out, and he stares at you. And will that be your turn? You can still move.
Yes.
You move?
Well, I back out a little bit.
You back out by how many feet? You can move around, I'll tell you real quick. You can move, your limit to move is 30 feet. So you can move 30 feet and you haven't moved.
I move 15 feet.
15, yeah. Right now, then, as you move 15 feet backward, the wall's just against your back as the pit, you're basically standing at the edge of the pit. So it's his turn. He gets his 30 to move, and he actually approaches you completely, and he swings his scimitar at you, tries to get a hit on you.
Right.
That's a, let's see how much is that add-on for his scimitar. So he gets a 13. That definitely doesn't hit. But as he swings his scimitar, you jump upwards and he just slices air below your feet, and you fall back on the ground, and he misses completely his shot. It's your turn once more.
Alright.
Now he's 5 feet from you, so he's just face to face with you.
I use my daggers.
Alright, so you take both your daggers out, and you're gonna strike him. So throw me to hit 2d20s plus how much is plus of your daggers? That is plus 5. So 2d20s plus 5.
Plus 5 normal?
Sorry, what?
Plus 5.
Plus 5, that's right.
10 and 6.
10 and 6, so that's gonna be 15 and 11. The first one hits, the second one doesn't. So as you swing your first dagger, throw me for damage, which is 1d4 plus 3.
Plus 3, right?
That's right. That's a 7. So the first one, you basically stab it on his left forearm, and you start seeing blood kind of drip down from his drenching his linen shirt, and you take it out, and as you're gonna stab him with the other dagger on his right forearm, he just grabs on your arm and pushes you back, and you cannot land that second attack. So that's gonna be 7 damage, right?
Right.
So now it's his turn, and you see that he steps back by 20 feet. He takes his hand up, and from his sleeve you see a little contraption sneak peek over it. He points his hand at you. Basically, his wrist. He's pointing it at you. He kind of cackles as suddenly from his hand, the string is expelled with a claw in front of it. He's gonna try to claw your hand with his now revealed grappling hook. So let's see if he gets you. You're gonna have to throw me to see if he gets you or not. Throw me an acrobatics check. This is basically a grapple, so he gets. You get to throw acrobatics, and he gets to throw athletics. See if he gets you. Oh, he gets 17. Acrobatics. He gets 17 on his athletics, and you get 18 just by one. That claw's about to grab your arm, but you just push it upwards with your dagger on. He was about to claw your right arm, and you push it upwards with your left hand, your left hand's dagger, as it retracts back to his wrist here, and he just goes like, "You're not bad, kid." He adjusts his grappling hook and stands on place. It's your turn once more.
Alright, daggers again.
So you approach him completely, then
Yes.
run towards him,
My turn.
and you throw yourself at him with your daggers. Throw me 2d20s. Plus 5. So the first
3 and
one
15.
doesn't hit, and the second one does hit. So you throw yourself against him with your first dagger, and he pushes your hand up, but then you take advantage of that, and with your second dagger you slice on the leather armor and its belly. You basically slash it, and it kind of breaks, and you do me the damage, 1d4 plus 3. So that's 4.
4.
So that's it then for your turn. Now, as you stand in front of him, you see as he kind of just he starts to grunt and loudly, and you see as basically his body starts producing this weird aura around him, kind of malicious aura. And as he takes out his scimitar once more with both his hands this time, and he takes us to the side, and he's about to slam against you. Now he's on a berserk state, so he will have advantage on this roll. He got a 3 on the first one, and he gets an 18 on the second one, which does hit.
Yeah, it does.
And let's see, the scimitar. So that's gonna be 4 damage for you.
Alright.
And now he stands someplace just and he's still basically on that berserk state, which gives you advantage on your next attacks.
Alright.
Because he's on a reckless state, basically. Berserk, but also reckless. So now you can throw for damage and to hit an advantage for whatever you do. Until the next.
Alright, it's my daggers again.
So you take advantage of this, you raise both your daggers, you kind of run him in circles as he tries to catch up with you, and then you pounce at him with both daggers on hand. Throw me both 1d20s. So it would be 2d20 plus 5, and it would be 4d20 plus 5, so because you have advantage on both of those.
Okay. 20 plus 5. 18 and
Anyways, both hit from the first one, so you just pounce at him and you throw me 2d4 plus 6 to get the total damage. As he just he stares, he turns around back, and as he just in the blink of an eye, you're already pouncing at him with both daggers on your hands in an X formation, aiming towards his chest. So throw me for that damage.
2, right?
Yeah, it would be 2d4 plus 6. Alright, almost had him, so minus 12. You just both daggers go past his linen shirt, past his leather armor and his linen shirt. They just stab against his chest, towards his chest. You take them out, taking with them trails of blood as he just and he push him back a little, and jump back into place, into your place. Now it's his turn as he's holding his chest and panting. Damn you, kid. And he just goes to swing at your neck with his scimitar once more. It's a natural 1. God damn it! And as he's about to swing at you, he just stumbles forward from the pain on his chest, and he drops his scimitar to the floor. And he's now unarmed as he holds his chest with both his hands, and he falls to his knees. You have advantage on the next attack because he is now basically prone.
Alright. Daggers.
So you approach him slowly with your daggers. You go to basically slash both his shoulders. See if that hits.
2d20s, right?
2d20s, that's right. And you can get advantage if you get them low because he's prone. So you will get advantage on your attacks. So one of them didn't hit. You can throw it again. That 2 that didn't hit. You can throw me 1d20 more to see if it has an advantage to see if it hits. So that's gonna be that by a little doesn't hit. So as you throw me for damage for one of the daggers, but the first one, as you basically, that's the hand he grabs you by. As you get close, he raises his hand and grabs you by one, but the other one falls. You let down that hand, and it basically slices part of his the upper of his shoulder. Just
Damage, right?
damage, which is gonna be 1d4 plus 3. So, how do you want to finish him? If you want to finish him, you see him on his knees as he grabs one of your arms, looks at you, blood basically dripping from his forehead, drenching his whole face. He smiles viciously at you. Come on, finish the job, you damn rat.
So basically, cripple him, incapacitate him for the rest of his life, but I let him live.
Oh Jesus! So you push him with your you kick him in the stomach with the back of your feet, with the bottom of your feet. You kick him on the belly, on the chest, where his wound was. He falls on the floor. Tries to hold his chest again from the pain, and then with both your daggers, you take that to your advantage. You just basically bust his kneecaps with both of them as he yelps in intense agony, and the people of the pit, they're all in shock. They don't even cheer. They don't say anything. They're just in shock from seeing this. You turn around as you're victorious, and you start walking out the pit. You stare at the woman that was there. She stares back at you. You kept your promise. I can admire that. I'll take care of him. She just says. You just go forward, and you leave the pit. And what will you do now? Will you go outwards? Will you remain there? What is your next step? As you are basically done partly with Ash's mission. You took him out of business, or you at least hope that that woman keeps her promise and she takes him out of business. So what is your next
I
step?
depart the area.
You start heading to the exit of this place, and suddenly you're stopped as you're about to near the stairs that lead upwards where that boulder was where you first entered. You feel a hand fall on your shoulder. You turn around and it's Gutsy. Hey, why did you spare him? You know how cruel Skull can be, or if you've heard, massacred a whole village with children on it. I would have beheaded that bastard if I had the chance.
Not everything can be solved with violence. At least, death.
I have a lot to learn from you, assassin.
Besides, his life will be a misery from now on.
You can count on that. Well, I guess this feast was spoiled. At least for everyone else. I actually find it quite enjoyable. Take this. He from his pouch. Not from his pouch, from his bag. He takes out a small contraption. Actually, was the one that gave him the contraption to Skull. He drops it on your hand, and it's a little grappling hook that you can wear on your wrist. That's why I warned you. Doesn't play fair. But I guess you stood your ground. I admire that. Take it. Use it wisely. You have now a grappling hook, a Gutsy's grappling hook. Take care, assassin. I'll be seeing you around.
Until next time.
You turn around, climb the stairs. As Gutsy helps you push that secret entrance, the chunk of dirt upwards. Leave. You see Larry still there, and near the area with his carriage. You get closer to it. Everything done? He asks you as he basically stops reading the book he was reading and stares at you.
Everything is done. We can go now.
All right. Well, the carriage. You get on top of the carriage. You take a little. You start basically investigating that grappling hook. You put it on, and now you have a private grappling hook in your inventory, so you can add that. And Larry just hits the horses, and you guys are on your trail. He turns around once more. Was it a success? That's all I'll ask.
It was a success.
Excellent. I didn't expect much less. Turns around forward once more. And this is where your session 2.5 ends, as you're about to head back to the Great Cavern. Excellent. So, hope you enjoyed that one. The people watching this, and you, Revan, Carlos, I hope you enjoyed that one.
That's pretty good. Being the protagonist.
Yes, you had a lot of spotlight there fighting Skull. It was really nice. I actually didn't expect you knocking that grappling hook out of the way. So that was really nice. And now you have a grappling hook, so that could come useful actually on the cavern. Because these guys, let me tell you, they're stuck. They broke a bridge, so they can't get back. I'll just tell you that. So that might come useful.
Takes a badass to save the day.
That's right. So that might be really handy on the next session 3. So thank you everybody for watching this 2.5 episode. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Gianni Plaza, your DM.
This has been Charles Rosa, Revan Endor, the one and only.
And we'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for tuning in.